Welcome back to Obsolete Automotive. I'm Austin, and today's video is, will this 1962 Chrysler Newport run? I've had this car for a little while now, and I'm basically just going to jump right in and see if the motor's good, see if it'll run. I haven't really done anything to this car since I got it, so I don't really know what to expect. It was a running and driving car when it was parked, as far as I know, so I'm hoping that that means it'll be an easy one to get running again. That's maybe famous last words, I don't know. So anyways, I guess let's see what happens. So under the hood here we got a 361 big block V8. I'm going to need to gather a couple things. As you can see, it doesn't have a radiator, but I don't really need that just to see if this thing will run, because I won't be running it that long. So I will need a battery for sure. I already have the keys. If the wiring inside's still good, I guess I'll find out. That's probably not the greatest thing to see, is water's been running down and dripping. Oh no. I guess water's been running down directly into the carburetor, it looks like, with rain and moisture. Weird, there's no rust, so I guess it's maybe just condensation that builds up. You can see there's some water there, so that's not a great thing to see. Oh yeah, well, it's definitely got water on it, but the carburetor is not froze up, and the engine is not stuck, so those are good first signs. So hopefully the water, the only real bad sign I've seen, hopefully that has been happening for a long time and the engine's full of water or something. It's not stuck, so it's always a good thing. Let's look at the oil. Okay, it's definitely got oil in it, and it's pretty full. Okay, well, let me gather a couple things that I'm going to need to see if this car will fire, and we'll see what happens. Battery, gas tank, sandpaper, Swiss Army knife. That's pretty much all we're going to need to see if this thing will start. Oh, and the final thing, gas. Now that's all we're going to need to get this thing to start. I'm going to put on some gloves. I guess the first thing we'll do is pop this cap, see what's going on in this distributor here, and hopefully all it takes is a little bit of filing of the points. Rotor button's a little corroded, but not that big a deal. And everything's in there, so I guess what we'll do is use my fine grit sandpaper here. I'll just go ahead and get the rotor button cleaned up a little bit. should be good. Yeah, those points are pretty corroded. So I'm just sticking, I got the sandpaper folded over on itself. I'm using my knife to hold the points open, and then I just stick the sandpaper in between the contacts, let them close, just slide it out. You can see all that white corrosion. Run it back and forth a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna hook the battery up. Now the question is, do the keys even work the starter? Why, yes they do. Okay, turn the ignition on. See if we got any spark. Oh, there we go. She's trying to. Yeah, you can see it there in the. See the sparks there? Okay. We'll clean them points up a little more, and I think we'll be good. All right, I'll stick the rotor button back on. And the cap actually looks pretty good inside. So, stick that back on. A little bit of go juice here. Yeah, let's see what happens. Let's look at that spark some more. Now, to rotate the engine over a little bit. Okay. There is spark going to the plugs, so it wasn't the greatest spark. It looked orange, so we might just have too weak a spark. Sounds like she's trying. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. She's a runner. I don't want to run this thing too long because the radiator's gone, so the transmission cooler lines are just hanging there, but it looks like the transmission might be empty because nothing's... Oh yeah, that thing's bone dry. Okay, well, probably all right then. All right, so I can hook up my fuel source down here, which I guess I might just do a gravity feed. Oh, that's right. I don't have my typical pair of pliers on my Swiss Army knife. I've got a spare set here. Okay. Hook up my temporary gas tank. gas in here. So I'm just gravity feeding the carburetor, so I'm going to put the gas tank up higher. Usually just setting it on the windshield's good enough. Okay. Give the carburetor a little bit of a prime. And we'll give the carburetor a couple smacks with the screwdriver, or, well, in this case, a knife, because if that needle's stuck, this usually will free it up. Okay. Oh. Oh, sounds pretty good actually. Man, doesn't even smoke or nothing. No smoke. This car's probably gonna run pretty good. If the lights work. Oh, good luck. Oh, there we go. That switch was pretty stuck. No lights. I kind of expected. The inside's so corroded. Man, she runs good though. Give it a little rev here. Little bit of smoke. I'm sure them rings need to seat up a little bit. You can see where I got the gravity feed tank here. Alright. Won't run her too long since I don't have a radiator and that transmission don't have anything hooked to it. Well, there you have it. I guess in about 15 minutes, which did require me going back and forth to get a couple little things, but This car runs, and it runs really good. I had to get my jump box because the car was just turning kind of slow. The battery was probably a little slightly dead. It's my winch battery, so I need to charge that a little more often. But the thing runs really nice, so I think this car will actually be made into a driver pretty easily. Got to check out the transmission, so I'm gonna need to get a radiator and fill that transmission up. I'm sure it'll go into gear. I'm gonna have to do a lot of, I know some electrical work because as corroded as the inside of the car is, I'm sure all the switches and stuff in the dash are probably just really nasty, so I'm gonna have to clean everything up and get the lights and everything working. But next step for this car is do all the things to do to make this car a safe driver. So I'm gonna have to do the brakes, tires, electrical stuff, fix the floor rust because the gas pedal is just like about to fall through the floorboard. Things like that. I need to do some things to get this car a little safe, and I'm just going to kind of leave it the way it is and make it into a driver, and that's the plan for this car. So like I said, I got this car for free from one of my followers, and he actually sent me a whole bunch of cool paperwork with the car, even the original newspaper clipping from when he bought the car way back in the day. So it'll be cool to get this car back on the road, and I'm looking forward to making this car drive again because I think it deserves it. It deserves another lease on life. So stay tuned for more videos on this 62 Chrysler, and we'll see what we can do to get this thing back on the road. It's going to be a little slow going at this time of year because the days are short, the weather's cold and unpredictable, and I have to do all my work outside. So we'll see how it goes. We'll try to make progress on some things, but just stay tuned. And look forward to making some more videos. Don't forget to check out my Instagram at Obsolete Automotive. Don't forget to check out my Facebook discussion group. Links to those will be in the description, as well as a link to my Patreon with little extra content, things like that. So be sure to check that out. Anyways, hope you enjoyed this video. It was a simple one, and as you can see, with just a few things, we can get a car that's been dormant since, I guess, maybe the early 2000s or somewhere along there, back on the road, or at least back running, I should say. Anyways, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and we'll catch you on the next one.